Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another resource review. My name is Danielle. I'm the Community Connections Coordinator at Sarah Riel. And today we are joined by not one, but two Jennifers from Opportunity for Employment. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
The same name and the exact same greeting. I love it already. So maybe whichever Jennifer would like to go first, tell us about your role and what you do at Opportunities for Employment.
I'll go first. Check. So my name's Jennifer, and I've been working at OFE for 8 years now. And my role here is as the Stages of Change facilitator. And so I'm dividing my time between doing workshops that help people get ready for the change of looking for work. And otherwise, I'm doing one-on-one counseling with the behind the scenes parts of employment, which are like getting into routine, like getting your sleep on track, building up your confidence. So that's what I do.
Awesome. And yourself, other Jennifer.
I am Jennifer, and I'm an employment consultant here in the Stages of Change program. And I am a participant's go-to person when it comes to looking for work. I help them through the transition of engaging into the program, helping them with resume cover letters, schedule them for classes, and just help them get them ready towards employment.
Okay, awesome. So you both have mentioned Stages of Change because that's your program. So what all does OFV offer then in terms of programming?
Okay, so OFE, this is a bit of a longer answer because I want to start with who we are and also a little bit about how we approach what we do. And then Jen will continue on with that afterwards. So OFE stands for Opportunities for Employment, but we usually just call ourselves OFE. And we are a faith-based non-for-profit organization, and we would be categorized as an employment services agency. And so our mandate is not just to help people get a job, but the things that go into getting ready for work, finding a job, and then also keeping that job long-term. Because that's where we believe the life change happens, is when it is a permanent lifestyle change and employment is just part of what you do. And our programs are special because they help people from all life situations. So we work with people who recently lost their jobs or people who've never worked before, and also people who've had some ups and downs and would have what we'd call gaps in their resume and work experience. So we have all of our programs cover a range of those barriers and situations. And our goal is just to help you work through those to get to permanent employment. And I want to tell you about 3 processes that we have, and they're assess, equip, and connect. So those are the 3 processes that we try to have wraparound supports in. So when it comes to assess, that is at your intake and orientation process. We're looking to get to know you, first of all, your experiences and your skill set. And this will be workshops that help you get started. And then by that point, when you start working with a consultant, we'll have some information about you already so that we can start to make a plan. That's where the next one comes in, which is equip. And that is the work of our facilitators, our coaches, and our employment consultants like Jen here. So we will offer workshops and one-on-one services to ensure that you have what you need to meet your job goal. And so each person who comes through will get a personalized action plan, and then you will be meeting regularly with facilitators if you're in classes and your consultants, and we're your cheerleaders and your coaches. And so when you work with us, you're not just meeting us once and then on your own. It's a continuous type of support that we offer. And even once you're working, when the stress might go up for a little bit, we're here to support you and just get you into that new routine.
Oh, awesome. So it sounds like you guys, you're expecting quite a bit of commitment from your participants, but you guys are also committed very much to your participants as well, right?
Yes, and I always say that I also have to do the C, which is connect after, but I always tell our participants they can be very confident that we work here because we want to, because we're job search experts, right? So we know resumes, we know interviews. If we didn't want to be here, we'd be somewhere else. We are all in, and there's a lot of us who, well, you're going to talk about how many people work here, but we all want to help people succeed, and all of our roles in some way help along in that process.
I tell participants all the time that if it's within my ability to do what I can, I would do it, especially if it's employment related. And I think I speak on behalf of all staff that we're all on the same page that we would do it if it's within our means when it comes to employment.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so we have, oh, I already forget the A. I know the E was
assess, equip, and connect. Yeah, I was trying to think of yeah, okay. So the connect is, I guess we've been framing this a little bit differently over the last couple of years as the job market has changed. And so our services always reflect the changes in the job market. And so I want to tell you about 2 tracks that people can take when they come to our program. The first is self-marketing, and that would be your traditional job searching, where you're developing a resume, going for interviews, doing follow-up calls. That's one pathway. And the other one is something that people are less familiar with, and it's called demand-led marketing. And so that's where employers come in and we make connections with them and try to connect you to an employer for jobs that are already needing to be filled.
Okay, so like say if it was, you know, the manager of like inventory at a warehouse and they're looking for somebody, they would actually come to you guys and you would say, oh, well, I have, you know, Karen who would be great at doing this, and set up the connection that way. Oh, wow. So that's really cool.
Yeah, so it's not just about connecting people with the resources for job searching, but also connecting them directly with employers. And Jen, when it's your turn with your answers, you'll tell them a little bit more about that.
Exactly.
Okay, awesome. Well, that sounds really, really great. So that sounds like a very unique service to OFE. What are some of the other really unique services that OFE is providing?
That's a good question. I'll probably address what makes OFE unique in general. We've been in this industry for quite a while, for over 20 years now. And since then, we've employed over 20,000 job seekers, and we've helped them find meaningful employment. So 20,000, and the numbers are going to keep coming. I'm going to keep throwing numbers at you. So since 2012, we've actually been helping over 2,000 job seekers annually. So every year, 2,000 job seekers find employment through us, and it's quite a privilege with that. And right now, we currently have over 500 job seekers active with us. And currently, we can't talk about our great staff. We can keep talking about them. They were just amazing. But right now, we have over 50 staff who are professional, dedicated. These are the experts in the field, and they're just so eager to help you in finding a job.
Wow, amazing. 50 staff. So wait list wise then, what does that mean for folks? Is there a long wait list, or is it pretty short because of there's so many of you?
We're fairly short. You come in, you give us a call, we have an appointment, you can get with us as soon as you want, and we'd be right there ready for your to accept your call.
Oh, okay, awesome. So speaking of making that call, so what are sort of the requirements for people that want to engage in services? So I know we talked a little bit about how, you know, anyone from any walk of life or background can apply and engage in those services. So what are sort of the steps they end up taking from, I think I'm going to contact OFE. Where do they go from there?
Okay, so we'll start with eligibility, then we'll talk registration. In terms of eligibility, you do need to be living in Winnipeg or able to commute to Winnipeg. You have to be eligible to work in Canada and have a valid SIN social insurance number. And one of our requirements is that you are unemployed or working less than 25 hours a week.
Okay.
So unemployed or less than 25 hours is considered underemployed. So those are our requirements, as well as being available during program hours. So we operate from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And so as long as you can be available during that time, for example, if you have children under the age of 12, you'll need to have childcare in place in order to work with us. And our program isn't a great choice for people who are going to school because it's the same hours. But you can always talk more with someone about that to get specifics on whether or not you would be eligible for services.
Okay. And is there like an age cutoff for that? Like, is it 18? Can they be 16? Or
you have to be 18 or older, but there's no age, there's no cap on how old you can be. So there's that.
We've had job seekers of all ages. I think our oldest was in her 80s, and she was able to find employment through us. So
that's awesome.
yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. So then you mentioned there's eligibility versus registering for programs. So what does registering for programs look like?
So for registration, you can contact us, and it is by appointment only. And if you are receiving EIA, we do ask that you get a referral first from your EIA worker or your job worker. And you can just it's as easy as calling us. Our phone number is 204-925-3490, and I'm sure that Danielle will provide you all the information and the details. You can also visit us in person. We're on the 4th floor at the address of 294 Portage Avenue. And if you have access to internet, you can actually connect us through our live chat feature. Just jump on our website at ofe.ca, and a nice little pop-up will appear, and you can just type away, and you'll actually be talking to one of our staff directly between the hours of 8 to 4. We have that staffed full-time, so contact us during the day, and we'd be happy to get in touch with you.
Oh, awesome. That's so high tech.
Yeah.
Yes. Can I add something?
Absolutely.
Okay. So also regarding COVID procedures, like everything a person needs to know is on our website.
Mhm.
So if you have specific questions about like what measures are in place, what are you guys doing? That's all online as well.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So before I let you go, I will let everyone know that we're going to put all that great information with the phone number and the contact info and stuff will all be in the description below the video, so you'll have access to it. Getting everybody point now. Good cue pickup. I liked that. And then lastly, I do have one very important question that I always end up asking everybody. Is what is your favorite office knickknack or office item?
Oh,
You go first.
okay. Well, for me, it's quite a long story, but long story short, I have a plaque of Martin Luther King Jr. On my wall, right in front of my computer, not in front of my computer screen, but on the wall in front of me.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a
Yeah.
good reminder every day.
Yeah, I see you went like inspirational and deep there.
Yeah, you know me.
Yeah.
You should have probably
Yeah, I should have gone first. I would like to say that my favorite office knickknack or item is actually our coworker Grace. She has a great snack. It's not a snack drawer.
Oh.
I call it a snack drawer, but it's actually a snack bin, and there's a lot of snacks in there. So that's what I like.
That's a good coworker to have.
I might change my idea, and I think I have to go with that because I think it was in that drawer like earlier today. Yeah.
We'll probably go after this.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I won't keep you guys too long from the snack bin then, because priorities. But thank you both so much for joining us today for the resource review and for the great information and the great work that OFE is doing. So like I said, everyone, the descriptions in the description will be the link to all of the contact info for OFE. And thanks again for joining us for another resource review, and take care.
Thanks for
Bye.
interviewing us. Bye.
Bye.